realised I looked 16. I actually shaved this morning so that I can start with that. I'm a uni student. I'm 20. I turned 21 this summer. I'm not excited for it. I don't want to be old. 21's old to me. I feel like you're all older than 21. Yeah, 21's old to me. I can't fathom like not being in education. I've been in education my whole life. Went straight from college to uni. So like it's weird not being like, imagine being 26, like going to work. Imagine going to work. Like I work on the weekends. I can't imagine waking up on a Monday morning and fuck, I gotta go to work. It's like, that's what normal people do. Like what the fuck? No, I like uni. Uni, the lifestyle is what makes uni, right? Like you do sport, you go clubbing. Every so often you'll go to a lecture. So it's good. It's good fun. But the problem that I've got in being at uni is that like alcohol. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but alcohol's a big thing at uni. I've grown up Catholic my whole life, and I'll be in church and you hear stories about Jesus, how he like rises from the dead and feeds 5,000 people. But the moment this guy turns water into wine, I'm fucking. I've grown up Catholic my whole life. It's nice. It's nice being Catholic. You know, you learn some values that just are good to have in life. You know, be kind to others, and that's about it really. That's but what I don't like is that it comes with negative connotations. You know, like there's some things that you see about Catholicism that's just like you see it and you're like, no, surely not. It's a bit like there are people that take the religion itself. There's some people that in Catholicism and they preach all these good things, but they tend to have like uncomfortable conversations about like children and sex and gays, which is kind of ironic because that's exactly what priests look for in altar services. So I mean, there's a give and a take. It's conflicting. It's conflicting for me. It's like I want all the good things. I don't want priests. But how are you meant to get a word of God? So yeah, it is. My whole life has been confusing. I think that comes from my mum. My mum's Anglo-Indian, which is it's a strange thing to say. People don't really refer to it like that anymore. My mum, what Anglo-Indian is? I feel like I've got to start from back there. What Anglo-Indian is all these English people in like 1850 something went to India. And they were like, their food tastes better than ours. We're gonna stay here. So they stayed here, and then they were like, Indian women vagina's better than ours. We're gonna stay here. And then they were like, actually, the country's a bit shit, a bit too hot for us, and fucked up back to England. But some of them were like, we're gonna stay a little bit. And then the country really went to shit, and then they fucked up. But before they fucked up, they had little like kind of English, kind of Indian, don't fit India, don't fit England. That's where my mum comes in. My mum went to school in like the 70s and 80s. I don't know how old my mum is, so somewhere in that 20-year time period. My mum was just brown enough to get bullied in school back then, but she's just white enough now to look like a tourist in India. So it's weird for her, and that's being passed on to me. It's weird for me as well. My mum's raised me as a Catholic, and my parents named me Hayden Kane Edward Rose. Hayden derives from the German Hayden, which is just Hayden without an E. Fucking boring. But what it means is heathen. So why my parents decided to name me Heathen and raise me as a Catholic doesn't make sense. Then my first one name is Cain. Cain kills his brother in Genesis. So apparently I'm destined to kill my brother. And then Edward. Edward was my dad's name. My dad never met his dad. So yeah, it hasn't been smooth sailing for me. It's been confusing. My mum's Anglo-Indian. My dad on the other hand is Jamaican. He just sort of sits at home, smokes weed, and listens to music. So like he's living life, and me and my mum, we're confused. That's my bit for today. Thank you.